What's up, everybody? Welcome back. First off, I want to say please excuse the very poor quality of this video. I'm out on the street, well, actually sitting in the car, chilling with my 6 month old baby son. And we're out here waiting for mommy, we're really proud of her because she's out here taking her third exercise class for the week. And we're really happy because my lovely wife and myself recently made an agreement to start working on really having a better lifestyle, a more healthy lifestyle. So she started taking a few exercise classes, and I'm me myself. I started working out after about 3 or 4 years of not doing any exercise at all, and my diet was really poor these past 3 or 4 years, and basically all that running around trying to please my boss with my work. I was doing what a lot of us out there have done or are doing now, which is basically sacrificing ourselves just to get a few dollars. You know, we got to pay bills and all that. But like I mentioned before, one of the main purposes of this channel is for you guys to grow along with me and to help you guys do the best I can in helping you guys get yourself set up with a little business for yourselves to start making a little more money on the side, and just not have to be out there so much sacrificing yourself all the time, you know. So I what do I have coming up? I'm working on putting together some videos talking about all the different t-shirt printing methods, and not just t-shirts. As I mentioned before, myself, I do hats, sweatshirts, all kinds of stuff. You know, anything fabric, it's printable. You know, and it's really easy to get started with all that. So I have a few upcoming videos on all the different methods to print textiles, shirts or whatever. And I'm gonna be really giving my best to you guys and helping you guys get set up. But tonight I want to go a little bit off topic. I really have a very important message for everybody out there. Like I said before, me, I work out of my home. You know, my custom apparel business is out of my home, and recently my wife and I were working on expanding our little office space that we have in our living room. That's in my living room I have my work area. That's my office. That's my workplace basically. While I'm there. So we were looking to redecorate, to just move everything around to be able to work more efficiently. And recently we were trying to get rid of a few pieces of furniture. So what I did was posted them online on Craigslist. I know it's not the safest place, and now with good reason. You know, it's not. I have a good reason to say it's not the safest place for you to try to sell your stuff. So here's the story. A few weeks ago, I was working with my wife and rearranging our office space, and we had some couches that we were trying to get rid of just to have a better space to work in, more clean environment and all that. So what I did was I posted these couches on Craigslist. So after a few hours, I get a message from this person saying that he's really interested on these pieces of furniture and he really likes the price. So he messages me and tells me, you know what, I'm interested. Please consider your items sold to me, um, and I'm gonna contact you shortly to see how we can arrange the pickup. So I said, okay, cool. You know, we found a buyer, and we were excited to keep on working on expanding our office space. So a few hours go by. This person hits me up again via Messenger, and he tells me, please give him my address so he can send me a check. And I'm thinking, I don't feel too safe giving any stranger my address. So, silly me, I ended up doing it anyway. And sure enough, after a few days, he sends me a check. Now, I go to my mailbox. I see the check. I open the check. The payable amount on the check was way higher than my asking price for those two pieces of furniture that I was trying to sell. So that was really fishy to me. So then I message this guy, and he tells me, I tell him, you know what? Why are you sending me so much money? And he says, you know what? here's what you got to do. You got to deposit that check to your bank account, and once you make that deposit, I guarantee the funds are there. You're gonna go ahead and pull out the full amount for the check. My asking price for the couches was $200 for both of them. Um, he sends me a check for $1,200. So I was like, wait a minute, this is too weird. I'm not gonna deposit the check. I'm gonna do some research. And then the other weird thing about this check was it wasn't written by a person. I can tell it was written by a machine, by an auto signer, because of the fact that, number one, the signature didn't look handwritten. It looked printed, like a computer print. Second of all, the name on the check, supposedly the person who wrote the check out to me, um, it wasn't the name of a person. It was the name of a company. So I'm thinking, wait a minute. So then going back to this guy, what he tells me, you know what, deposit the check. The funds are guaranteed to be there. And once you get the money, just take your $200, and then the rest of the money is gonna be for the moving company when they come and pick up the couches. And I'm like, that's too weird, That's way too much money for somebody to trust me. I wouldn't even trust myself with that much money. Joke. I totally trust myself. Excuse, the light went off. So, but still, I'm thinking, like, why is this person sending me so much money? And he tells me that just take what's mine, and the rest is for the moving company. The rest is for the moving company. So I don't deposit the check. Like I said, the company was written by the it was under the name of a company. So then I researched this company, and this company happens to be a multimillionaire company which handles all kinds of banking situations, handles money, just handles millions of dollars each year. So I'm thinking, like, whoa, this is too weird. So then I go ahead and continue researching the company whose name was on the check. And it turns out that I ended up calling the company. On the first call, it didn't go so well because the associate who took my call the first time told me that first thing he asked me was, do you have an account with us? And I said, no, I'm just trying to find out some information on this check because it has the name of your company. And then he says, you know what, I would really like to help you, but it's company policy not to talk to anybody who doesn't have an account with us. So then a few hours go by, and I call the company again. This time the gentleman on the phone was really helpful, and I explained the situation to him. I said, you know what, I posted up some pieces of furniture on Craigslist, and then this guy tells me he's going to send me a check, and the check, the name on the check is your company's name. And then he says, and before I finish explaining myself to him, telling him that I'm just trying to make sure that the check is legit or not, the guy on the phone tells me, you know what? He finishes my sentence for me, and he says, you know what? It's a fake check. We don't make checks out like that, especially not for buying items on off the internet. That check is fake. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna deposit the check. You're gonna get the money, but in about 3 to 5 days, the bank is gonna call you and tell you to come to their facility. They're gonna be waiting for you with the police, and you're gonna be arrested while an investigation takes place to see how you got that check. So me, I'm one of those type of people who I don't go by the first appearance of anything. Once I see something kind of strange, I always like to do my research. So sure enough, my research paid off. I ended up not depositing the check. I just ripped it, and I threw it in the trash. And now I gotta watch out that nothing fishy happens around my home because the person has my address. But I'll be ready. I'll be ready for this person. So while I'm trying to do my research, this guy keeps on messaging me. How come you haven't deposited the check? Why now that you've received the check, you're staying silent? So after I'm done with my own investigation, I messaged this guy and I tell him, you know what? Stop sending me your fake checks, and the police knows about this already. And he never replied. The number was pretty much untraceable because it was under the Google Voice service. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. just to tell you guys, be careful. Be careful. And if you notice anything suspicious when you're trying to make your business, or you're trying to sell something online, just be really cautious. My advice to you is, when you make a post to sell your items on Craigslist or whatever, or even if you can avoid Craigslist, go ahead and do so. But if you're gonna use that medium to sell your items, then I suggest that when you write your post, you write pretty specific things. You know what? The price is non-negotiable. The method of payment is cash only, and you're gonna meet that person. Do not have anybody pick anything up directly from your address. It's common sense. Um, now that I think about it, always arrange to have your item pick the item that you're trying to sell. Always arrange with that person to pick it up in a public place. My advice to you, for example, I recently found out here in the city of Anaheim, California, there is a drop-off zone that's right next to a police station, which was created especially for that, for the buying of selling in a safe manner, of anything out there that you can purchase or sell online. So I just wanted to share this story because I think that's really low, to the people out there trying to scam people like that. I mean, come on, man. We're out here trying to work legitimately, have a good business, and all that stuff. Just kind of like, wow, I can't believe there's such people out there. So like I said, I just wanted to go off topic a little bit, to share that story, to tell you guys, beware of these checks. I know a lot of people out there will be like, you know what, this person sent me a lot more money that I was asking for, and there's people that will actually go out there, get excited to see so much money, and go try to deposit the check. You try to scam the scam artist basically, but I don't recommend it. Just play it safe, and it's not worth uh, your time in jail to away from your family just for over a few dollars. My advice to you was just work hard and do what you got to do to make those few dollars. You know what I mean? Work legitimately, and that's what I'm out here trying to help you guys do. So thanks for watching, and once again, be safe. If you notice anything suspicious out there, do not go through with it. Do your research, and then just contact the proper authorities when you see something like that. Just play it safe and keep yourself safe. I'm not trying to go to jail for anybody. I'm not trying to scam anybody. All I want to do is work hard, use all the talents that God gave me, and just put everything to work, man. Put my brain to work, my hands to work, and everything, and help out anybody trying to do the same on along the way. So like I said, one of the main purposes of this channel is for me to grow, but for you guys to grow along with me, and we all grow together. You know what I mean?